The ads during the Super Bowl almost as talked about as the game itself. I think this year's a little different. Dave Saunders, an advertising expert with Madison, Maine, is here this morning. So it is kind of flipped this year, right?
Good morning. Yeah, I tell you, normally the ads are really good. The game's not all that great. This time, the game was spectacular. By the way, Tom Brady's ad, not so spectacular.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Let's see. The one that stood out to me, and I love Christopher Walken. He's deliciously creepy. You know what I mean? And I loved him. Was the bye-bye?
Yeah, Bywater. Basically, Justin Timberlake on the couch, and I love it. It was simple, it was funny, and you remember the product. So it was in the top three. I thought one of the best ads of the night.
Any others that hit?
Yeah, what's the second one you like?
Well, you know, there were a couple of others that I really liked. My favorite, my absolute favorite of the night was Mr. Clean. Sexy Mr. Clean dancing around. You know, she is just in love with that bald-headed, you know, earring Mr. Clean. And
well, who isn't?
He's doing the sexy dance. My wife turned to me and goes, "That's what I'm talking about." You know, and so basically it did connect to the core audience there.
It did.
And I thought it was really interesting. It shows the changing demographic that the Super Bowl's really now for everybody.
Yeah. Tide, another one of your favorites?
Yeah, like the Tide ad too. The idea there, with Terry Bradshaw and going to that, so it looks like it's live. And then the best callback in the history of callbacks ever, late in the game's going really well, and then they come back to that ad because his colleague also has a stand on his shirt. Really funny. The place I was at, basically everybody thought that was pretty good too. The Stranger Things promo I thought was really, really something. But the best of the night was actually a promo, I think, for AMC's Walking Dead. 15 seconds, you're staring at this football, and wham, there it happens, just like that, and it's football season is over.
Oh, man.
And it was simple, funny, shocking, got everybody's attention, and it really wasn't an ad, it was more of a promo.
Yeah, and you know, it was also interesting, a lot of these ads this time, it seemed to feature inclusion, Americana.
Yes,
you know,
there were lots on both sides. Politics played a part, patriotism played a part. You know, normally the Super Bowl's a little bit of a distraction.
And we'll talk about that a little bit later. Yeah. Hey, but thanks for joining us. Stick around.
Absolutely.
We got more commercials to talk about.
Good to see you.
Dave Saunders.
Have some coffee.
All right, coming up at 6:30.